Pavel, Ircha, Irena, Hansa. They are all gone, and I am alone. But that is not important. Only one thing is important. That I am a Jew, and I survived Terezin. Terezin was a fortress built by Emperor Joseph II of Austria for his mother Maria Theresa. About 60 kilometers from Prague, it slept quietly in its green valley under blue skies.
March 5th, 1939. German Wehrmacht enters Prague. December 1st, 1939. Jewish children excluded from state elementary schools. June 14th, 1940. Auschwitz concentration camp set up. September 27th, 1941. Reinhard Heydrich orders mass deportation of Jews and establishes Terezin as a model Jewish ghetto. October 16th, 1941. First transports leave Prague for Terezin. Among them were children.
Just hold on now to the back house, dear. What is your name? I am Alina Sinkova. I am a teacher here in Terezin. You'll come to school with us, won't you? You are from Prague. I once taught in Prague. It's a beautiful city. When I first visited Prague, I was about your age. I remember how frightened I was, but after I met some friends, I was happy to live there. Now you are not alone, and you must not be afraid either. Now that you know my name, would you tell me yours? How will we be friends? I will not know what to call you.
My number here.
Ryan. And Glendaroga. Come, Ryan. Ryan and Glendaroga. I'm going to tell you about our school. There's much to do here in the school. You'll be coming here tomorrow, perhaps. There are many children here. We have few books, but many songs. Every day, if you wish, you may draw and paint here, see? Each of the children have drawn spring pictures. Do you like to paint? I'll find you some paper. Then tomorrow, you may begin. See, we gather all the paper we can find. Forms, wrapping paper, and some of the children brought their own. And when there's enough, children draw and paint. Would you like to choose a piece of your own? Brian?
My name is Raya. Slowly, I began to heal. I and hundreds of other children who passed the Irena Sinkova school. It was months before I could say anything, but my name is Raya. I said it over and over again to hear the sound of my own voice. Perhaps just to make sure I still knew my name. Raya. It was an achievement for me. Irena knew it. She gave me paper and paint, and I wrote my name in stiff, crippled letters. Raya, Raya, Raya. It helped me to be sure I was still alive. One day, I wrote a new name, Irena. That's when I knew I was healed. I could paint and draw and speak again. I could tell Irena the things I was remembering. I was no longer afraid to remember.
So Emmy's drawing, and that's me, and that's you.
That's me?
Yeah.
Quiet now! Quiet now!
children of Terrazine. One who saw everything. The barbed wire fence, the rats, the lice. One who knew hunger, dirt, and smells. One who heard trains arrive and leave, screaming sirens and the tread of heavy feet in the dark. I sat in Uranus and Cova's classroom to write and paint the story of those days. I never saw another butterfly. The very last, so richly, brightly, dazzling yellow. Perhaps if the sun's tears would sing against a white stone. Such a yellow is carried lightly way up high. It went away, I'm sure, because it wished to kiss the world goodbye. For 7 weeks I've lived here, penned up inside this ghetto. But I have found my people here. The dandelions call to me and the white chestnut candles in the court. Only I never saw another butterfly. That butterfly was the last one. Butterflies don't live here in the ghetto.
It is weeks since I came to this ghetto. I did not know that such a thing could happen to me. When I go home, I'm going to eat only white bread.
When I go home, I'm gonna make my bed every day. Clean.
When I go home, I'm gonna drink hot chocolate in the winter. Lots of it.
When I go home, I'm going to have pretty white curtains and rugs too.
Oh, I'm gonna play ball in my courtyard when I go home. And shout if I want to.
When I go home, I'm going to sit in my room and read storybooks for as long as I want. All night, maybe.
When I go home, I'm going to play piano and everyone's going to sing. We don't care how noisy we are.
When I go home, I've lived here in the ghetto for more than a year. In Terrazine, and the Black Town now. And when I remember my old home so dear, I can love it more than I did. Somehow. Home. Why did they ever tear me away? Here, the weak die easy as a feather. And when they die forever. I'd like to go back home again. It makes me think of sweet spring flowers. Before, when I used to live at home, it never seemed so dear and fair.
In Terrazine, in the so-called park, a queer old granddad sits. Somewhere in the so-called park. He has a beard down to his lap, and on his head a little cap. In his gums, he crumples hard crust. He's only got one single tooth. Instead of soft rolls, lentil soup, poor old reindeer
sorts because I woke in a bunk instead of my own bed. This isn't a home anymore. It's a hospital. Everyone avoids us. Half the children are sick in bed. Rooms full of patients, and the doctor does not know what to do. It's terrible here now. There's a great deal of tension among the older children. They are going to send transports into the new ghetto, into the unknown. And 1,500 children will arrive tonight. They are from Poland. We are making toys, little bags and nets for them.
They look awful. You can't tell how old they are. They all have tiny bodies and old faces. They're all bare-legged, only a few have shoes. They came back from reception with their heads shaved. They all have lice, and they have such frightened eyes.
The poor thing stands there vainly. Vainly he strains his voice. Perhaps he'll die. Then can you say how beautiful is the world today?
We get used to standing in line at 7 o'clock in the morning, 12 o'clock noon, and again at 7 o'clock in the evening. We stood in a long line with a plate in our hands, and they gave us a little warmed up water with a salty or coffee flavor, or else we just got a few carrots. We got used to sleeping with no bed, to saluting every uniform, to being told to walk on the sidewalks, and then again to not walk on the sidewalks. We get used to every single undeserved slap, blow, and execution. We get used to seeing people die in their own excrement, to seeing the piled up coffins full of corpses, the helpless doctors. We get used to it from time to time. 1,000 unhappy souls would come here, and that from time to time, 1,000 unhappy souls would leave.
Where did they go?
Transport to the east.
Why?
To work. Resettlement.
Auschwitz. Auschwitz? She will not come back. Erie told us, and he knows you die if you go to Auschwitz.
Raya.
It's true, I know. You die, and the ovens and the chimneys One by one, the transports came. Mother, father, Aunt Vera, they went. Everyone I knew and loved in Prague. There was no one who could remember me before I had come here as a child of 12. But there were many left standing at the transport as the train started up. Cars crowded, boarded, sealed. And then he turned and we found each other. Yuri.
They said they wouldn't take him. He was a plumber, an electrician, so clever. They said they wouldn't take him.
Everyone goes. Yuri, is he your friend?
He was my brother.
You're Hansa Kocek. I heard about you. My name is Raya. Raya Ivandirova. My brother Pavel and Irsha.
I know. They got married and they're on the train now. What's the good of that?
They're still together.
What's the good of that?
Together they'll not be afraid. That's the good.
You are afraid.
So what if I am? You're laughing at me. You think I'm a coward.
I'm laughing at you because you're a girl who doesn't know the first thing about anything.
Well, it's all easy for you. I could have given the guards. It's easy for a boy.
Maybe my father was beaten and left for dead before my own eyes. I saw it. I couldn't move. I was so afraid. But I didn't run. I never understood it until my father, dying, told me, "You are a good boy, Hansa. You are afraid, but you are not a coward."
I'm sorry. Well, it's getting late. I have to go.
Where are you going?
Number 25? Where do you live?
House number 2. It's on the other side near the wall.
There are 30 girls in our group. Most of us from Prague. Irena, she's in charge of the whole compound. She lives with us.
We live alone. We elect our own leader, and we have meetings. Secret ones.
Well, don't you have one of the older boys there?
No? What for? We're all old enough. We work in the fields.
So do we. Some of us. I do. I'm old enough.
We take care of everything ourselves. I'm the leader now. I was elected, so I'm in charge.
Well, don't you go to school at night after work?
You? Sometimes. Sometimes we get together, the leaders from the boys' home, and we talk and plan.
What?
Oh, right. Say someone comes up with an idea about something, and we talk about it. Or someone does something that we don't like, and we tell them to quit it or else. A lot of things. We're working on something right now.
For the boys' home?
Not just suppose we could. I haven't thought about it.
I'd copy it over. I could do
I
that.
would have to talk about it with the rest first. But I suppose it's a good idea. Well, I've got to get going. We're going to have a meeting about the paper, so see you. Raya, you can come to the meeting if you want to.
And so, Vadim was born and lived for 3 years and helped us live. We waited to read the copy posted in our barracks, and later, when for safety it was read aloud, no one was missing. It was an invisible line of communication between the houses, so that even across the dark yards and crowded barracks, the youth of Terezin grew up together.
Raya,
Yes, I can only stay for a few minutes. Is this week's video ready?
here it is.
Thanks. I'll take it and get started.
Wait. I was thinking, we've talked about it at the boys' home. We can run some of those short stories and poems from the girls' house when there's room.
Good. Irene will be glad of that. She said it might happen.
Well, there won't be room for too many, so
I'll tell her. I'll see you.
I'll see you. Raya. Sorry. I saw you out in the field today. Of course, I couldn't say anything.
I know. I saw you too. Across the road.
But maybe we could plan a way to meet there in case there were messages or anything.
It wouldn't be safe. The guards are everywhere.
Right. We meet here at night.
The guards think we're inside the barracks.
I'm not afraid. Are you?
No.
Really?
Yes, well, I guess I am. They beat you.
Raya, it wouldn't be the first time. I always get up again.
Someday.
Someday, maybe I won't. I suppose. What difference does it make?
Don't talk like that. I'll go if you do.
Raya! I'm only teasing.
It would be lonesome without you. I mean, the boys need you. And the paper. And Irena says you're the only one she can trust to bury the drawings and the poems.
Others would do that.
It would be hard. I mean, these years we've become good friends. I miss you too.
I meant to say that first.
I know.
Good night.
Good night.
Raya,
Yes?
I have some flowers for you.
Hansa, you get caught.
You know the square in front of the tower.
The prisoners aren't allowed
I
there.
know. But they can't stop us from looking at it. Look from here. Do you see the flowers near the corners? And the butterflies?
I see them.
Well, I'm giving them to you. And every time you
I'll
pass...
say they're mine. Hansa gave them to me. All the flowers and all the butterflies. Thank you, oh thank you.
It's all right. It's all right.
Hansa, Irena gave me a book of poetry. I left it for you at the field near the shed. I want you to read one special poem.
I found it, and I read it, and I left one for you. Look for it. I've got something for you. Open it. I won't be here for a few days.
Why? Where are you going?
So don't bother coming to meet me here.
Hansa, what is it?
Nothing, it's just, look, a special detail is being built outside the fortifications, all right? And they're picking the strongest to build it. Probably chosen.
But what if something happens?
There'll be a chance for extra food, maybe more fresh bread.
I don't care about the bread, Hansa, I'm afraid.
Don't be. It's just some kind of walled courtyard. Nothing much can happen. I have to go.
Goodbye, Vin. Goodbye. I'll be waiting. Please come back.
I will. I will be back.
Ryan, the message came through.
What is it? Tell me.
The boys are back, all of them.
I have been holding my breath for 2 days, waiting. I couldn't think of anything else but Hansa.
What would you have done if you did not come back? If weeks and months had passed?
Waited and held my breath and waited some more.
Waiting days are long days, Raya. You would begin to stop thinking of tomorrow and only think of today. That is the secret of waiting. Remember that. To keep alive today.
Part of me would always be waiting.
Then you would do what we all learned to do to make waiting bearable.
I don't know how. I'm afraid.
Afraid of tomorrow? Then think of today. Now. Can you live until tonight?
Yes.
And tomorrow morning? Can you live until noon?
Yes.
Not noon. The heat, the hunger, the stench, and the weariness. Can you live until night?
Yes.
And you will survive. Each day you will find some reason to.
As you have done.
Yes. Somehow one of us is sure to survive. One of us must teach you children to sing again. Write on paper with a pencil, to do sums, and to draw pictures. So we can survive each today.
The singing, the reading, the learning, the poetry and the drawings. This was part of our survival. In spite of the SS guards and the rules against teaching, Irena kept school in the children's barracks. An older boy was always on guard, and at sight of one of the SS men, he whistled, and teaching turned into children's games. Games were permitted, but learning was a crime for Jews. We had books. Each of us had brought at least one book in the packs we carried. Professional actors, singers, and musicians brought their repertoire with them. Irena brought Ludwig, the children's opera, with her, and she did it with the children.
In the basement down below, on the roof where breezes blow.
And Terzine, Ludwig was one of the things one had to see. Thousands heard its melodies. Hundreds of children experienced in the rehearsals and performances the strongest impressions of their young lives.
Eva Heska, 14 years old, perished at Auschwitz. Ayla Helerova, 13 years old, perished at Auschwitz. Andua Harkenberg, 14 years old. Peter Fiskel, 15 years old. Marika Friedmanova, 12 years old. Franciszek Vaz, 14 years old, perished at Auschwitz. Friedrich Hoffmann, 12
this transport.
No!
Raya, listen to me! I have a number in this transport and I must report.
No!
But Raya, the news is good.
What do you mean?
The war is coming to an end.
Hansa, no!
Things are going bad for the Nazis. Something will happen before long. Raya, please listen to me.
Hansa, where are you? I'm coming with you!
Raya, you can't. It's too late. You must wait here.
Hansa, where are you?
Raya, you must wait for me.
I cannot! Please, where are you?
Raya! I am with you. Wherever you are, please listen.
I'm listening.
There's something I never told you about the contest. I wrote a poem too, remember?
You never handed it in.
It was supposed to be about a memory. Only it's about you.
You never told me.
I'm going to leave it here, near the corner. Read it sometime, but don't laugh. You laugh at the other one, remember?
I remember.
Raya, when you read this,
I won't laugh. I won't. I promise. Hansa!
Raya, please don't move the guards. Just stay there and wait. It's dark. Goodbye.
Hansa! Hansa! Goodbye.
Memory, come tell a fairy tale about my Grovers lost and gone. Tell about the golden grail, and bid the swallow bring her back to me. Fly close to her and ask her soft and low if she thinks of me sometimes with love. If she is well, ask too before you go. If I am still her dearest, precious dove, then hurry back. Don't lose your way, so that I can think of other things. But you are too lovely, perhaps, to stay. I loved you once. Goodbye, my love.
Goodbye. It was the motto of Terrazine. It should have been written over the entrance instead of the lie that greeted newcomers. Work makes us free. It was goodbye, not work, that made us free. It was the one thing we knew would never change. Goodbye. 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 It freed us all. What was there to fear when you had said goodbye to everyone you had ever loved?
Raya and Klinjarova. You know by now that my number, 102866, was called. When you come to school today, you will see that I have gone. I have wrapped up the last of the pictures and poems in my bag. See that these are buried with the rest somewhere. And remember what they mean to all of us.
what you and all the children have made of Terezin. The fields, the flowers, and all the butterflies. Goodbye.
Irena Sinkova perished at Auschwitz, January 28, 1945. And I have survived. Mother, father, Abel, Ircha, Zdenka, Hansa, Irena Tuazmian perished at Auschwitz. And I, Raya Englanderova, after the liberation, returned to Prague. Alone. Alone.
For 7 weeks I've lived here, penned up inside this ghetto, where I found my people.
Now you are not alone, and you must not be afraid.
Some Polish children are coming. We're making toys and little bags and nets for them. I went to see Zdenka before she left. She laughed and cried at the same time. She was so happy to see someone before she went.
I never understood it until my father dying told me, "You are a good boy, Hansa. You are afraid, but you are not a coward."
Somehow one of us is sure to survive. One of us must teach each other to sing again, to write on paper with a pencil, to do sums, and to draw.
He doesn't know the world at all. Who stays in his nest and never comes out? He doesn't know a bird's nest, nor what to sing about. The world is full of loveliness.
I am with you, wherever you are.
I have nothing else to give to you but this. The fields, the flowers, and all the butterflies.
Ava, Mariam, Mariana, Gabriella, Susanna, I hear you. Hansa, I hear and I remember. Irena Sinkova, I remember. My name is Raya. I am a Jew. I survived Terezin, not alone, and not afraid.
Time.
Thank you all so much for coming this evening to support them, but we did want to make sure that we got a cast picture, and then they will happily meet you outside. So